Today I'm comparing the PSP to the iPod Touch. And for those of you who don't know, the PSP is the PlayStation Portable. It's Sony's handheld game console. It was released in North America on March 24th, 2005. And the iPod Touch is Apple's portable media player, and it has Wi-Fi, and it was launched on September 5th, 2007. First, let me just say that you need to keep in mind that I'm comparing something designed to be more of a gaming device with something designed to be more of a media player in the iPod Touch. So it's kind of hard to compare the two, but I'm going to do the best I can. So let's start with the interface. And first we got the PSP, which uses the cross media bar. As you can see, it's pretty nice because it's all laid out really easily. You got the settings, photos, music, video, game, and network. And then from there you can go down and you can scroll through the different things, through the different settings and whatnot. So it's really easy. It's really user-friendly. And up here it has the date, the time, battery level, things like that. Then we got the iPod Touch, which is it uses a touch, and that's why they call it the iPod Touch, because it uses a touch. So basically, with iPod Touch, it's cool because it's so easy to control. You just swap your thumb across it, or whatever finger you want to use, and it's easy to check the weather and things like that. And of course, it's iPod, so it has music and video and everything, and it's easy to flip through album covers. You just go like this. It has cover flow, so it's easy to go through your music this way, and then you can just click on a CD or album artwork, and you can see what songs are on that particular album. And then if you look at the screen here, we got the PSP. It's 480 pixels in width by 272 pixels in height. That's 4.3 inches, and it's LCD technology. And then we got the iPod Touch, which is 480 by 320, and it's 3.5. So it's a little bit smaller, but a little bit higher res as well. And that's a 3:2 aspect ratio, whereas the PSP is a 6:9 widescreen aspect ratio. The iPod Touch runs on a 412 megahertz processor, whereas the PSP runs on a 333 megahertz processor. So the iPod Touch is a little bit faster. So of course it's newer technology too, so you kind of expect it to be faster. And then we got the memory. With the PSP, you have to if you want memory, you have to go on the side here, and you got these memory sticks. Here's a 4 gigabyte. So the memory for the PSP is nice because you can take it with you anywhere you want. If you don't want to take the whole PSP with you, you can just take the memory. But the memory sticks are kind of pricey. The 4 gigabyte is around like $20-30 bucks. 8 gigabyte is like $40 or $50 currently. They're always coming down in price, but it's still kind of pricey. Whereas the iPod Touch, this particular model is a 32 gig model. They also have a 16 gig and a 8 gig model, but that memory is inside of the, you can't remove it. So it's kind of like once you have the 8 gig model, you're kind of stuck with it until you upgrade to the 16 gig model. But you can't really upgrade it yourself without buying new hardware. And then just to go a little bit over the music and the video playback. The iPod is designed to be a music player. That's how it started as, and that's still primarily what it's used for. So it's compatible with iTunes, which is some of the best software out there. iTunes is great because you can sort by artist, by data added. It's very easy to edit. It's very user friendly. It's very easy to add playlists and things like that. Whereas the PSP is basically you just plug it in via USB, or you could just plug in the memory card into your computer, and then you can just drop things, drag and drop things in Windows or Mac operating system to the folder, and you can update the memory card that way. So this is better if you have a lot of playlists and things for videos and pictures, whereas this is better if you just want to quickly drop things onto your PSP. And just to show you a little bit about like the music player, it just looks like this, and then you can skip through different albums, different songs, and then to show you what the video looks like, it's all along the bottom. You got your music, your videos, your photos, and your iTunes. So that's on any screen, so it just makes it easy to always find that stuff. So if you wanted to view your videos, just put on some Billy Madison here. So it looks nice, and then trying to find something good to compare the two. How about Ferris Bueller's Day Off? So you could see, honestly, I think that the PSP, the screen looks a little bit crisper to me. Looks like a nicer screen. Whereas the iPod Touch, it's a beautiful screen, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't look as sharp as the PSP. The PSP is also larger, which is good because it's easier to watch videos and movies and things, but it's bad in the sense that it's not quite as portable because it's, it's larger. And the game, just to go over the games real quick, I'm running out of time here. This is designed to be a game player, so it has over 500 games, and the graphics are pretty good. The iPod Touch currently has just some downloadable web games that you could play, and they're okay. I mean, they're fun, but they're not. The game collection is not nearly as good as the PSPs. And just to go over the price real quick, this one, the PSP Slim, I think it's currently like $160 or so, and that includes maybe like a 1 gigabyte memory card. I'm not quite sure how it works now, and maybe like a game. So it's about $200 actually to get this thing running, and this is about $300 currently for the 8, $400 for the 16, and $500 for the 32. But of course, those are probably going to be going down in price soon, so keep a lookout for that. So I hope you enjoyed this comparison. Have a good day.